That's the same thing that I was saying. Most definitely, a lot of people had questions about this, about the 12 volt, 23 amp battery. And most definitely, a lot of people get tired of buying them. Most definitely, it doesn't matter what kind of controller you got. They all use the same 12 volt battery from, alarm sensors, controllers, key fobs, remote controls, you know what I mean? Everything is using these little small batteries. I'm telling you, it's hard to get by them. Most definitely, as like a lot of y'all was asking me, what is my method? What do I use to charge these little batteries up? Or do I just toss them out and keep buying and buying and buying and buying and buying? Because usually some of them last and some of them don't. Next thing you know, the battery's gone dead. Throw it out, you put in another one, and it lasts a day, and then you throw that out. And then you try to kind of figure it out. What is I'm doing wrong? Or what is it, the manufacturing? Are they good batteries or not? Well, most definitely, I use a battery charger to charge up my 12 volt batteries. And most definitely, you're looking at two different chargers here, okay? Now, it depends on how long I want this little battery to last, and how long the charge time do I want. You know what I'm saying? So you're asking me as a technician, as many years as I've been being a technician and knowing all the knowledge that we know up in our brains, to teach it to the customer, and they ask us for advice. So most definitely we'll give something back to the community, like we have always have done. So I'll give you a one good quick answer on this one. And most definitely, these little batteries can explode when you use other different chargers with them, right? Just like the other AA, 9 volts, AAA, it doesn't matter what kind of batteries you got. They will explode, depending on the chemistry, the chemicals that's in the batteries. But that's why when I find a battery that I can work with and it doesn't give me any leakage or any explosion, then I will stick to that same battery type as what you're looking at right here. Now, I love this little battery. Okay, me and this battery has been doing a lot of business. Every so often, I will buy maybe a 12 pack of them. You know what I mean? And over time, and you ask me, how many times can I use this one little battery? Man, I can tell you maybe 100 times or more. You know what I mean? I can get a lot out of that little battery before I even have to touch another battery. You know what I mean? So you can see how much money we have been saving for years and years to come. And I really get it off of this battery charger right here. I wouldn't use these chargers for that. Maybe a 9 volt battery if you keep your eye on it. See, with batteries you have to keep your eye on it because when it's charging, it's going to overcharge or overheat. And that's why I love working with these little batteries, because I can hold them in my hand and I can feel that temperature change. And when I feel that temperature change, then I'll take the lead off the battery, the positive, and let it settle. You know what I mean? And you ask me, have any of these batteries exploded by using this charger? No, no explosions. If now I'm give you an example, and that's why we go by time and we go by the battery and how low the voltage is before I even charge it with a charger. Okay, I would never charge a battery that is fully charged with a charger. It makes no sense. You're looking for an explosion, okay? Because that battery's at high peak, okay? So now let's say one of my controllers here that I'm using, let's say a sensor. Everybody uses these sensors all the time, okay? Now, it will give you a light telling you that the battery's low, Okay. Now that's the information that's telling me now I can use that battery charger to charge this battery, this little battery right here. Okay. Now you ask me, okay, I go by temperature when that battery gets hot. And that battery will tell me it's hot and that it's at high voltage. Okay. I take my voltage meter and I can test that battery and it will tell me it's at maybe 18 volts. Okay. That's the highest I would ever. I mean, 16 is the highest. 16 volts is the highest. When you're charging with a 12-volt battery, it's going to go way over the battery's voltage, right? So it can charge, right? Okay. Now, once I start to feel that temperature, I will take it off and then test it. And it'll tell me 16, 15, 14, 13. Then it'll drop, then it'll raise and stuff like that. And it'll stick at that voltage and stay there until I use it, okay? And they'll last for a long time, all right? Now, I won't have to charge this battery for a good while, maybe a couple weeks or so, you know what I mean? But I will give it a little voltage maybe once a week. And you know what I'm saying? And after that, it'll just last forever. And I'm telling you, I barely even go through these batteries anymore, you know, because of the charging method, you know what I mean? Most definitely you asked, and most definitely I said I'll make a video talking about it. And that's why I don't use these battery chargers. They do have a fail-safe for other batteries, but these little smaller batteries, you will have to modify one of these little controllers here. And I've done that before. One of the controllers that don't work. Don't use a controller that works if you want to wire that up to something like that, you know. But that will give you the ability to use the banana plugs to plug it into and connect it and charge it without holding it. You feel what I'm saying? Because they don't have no type of charger to charge these little batteries in these little casings like this. You see what I'm saying? So I would use two little thin wires to run, you know, if I was going to do that, to the sides, to each of the little sides, the positive and negative, and there you go. And wired it up with the banana plugs and put it in PB. And it's set for that. And with that type of charger, other chargers, you know, you can lower the voltage. But with a big high peak charger, I'm charging at a higher rate. But my charge time is going to be less than a minute or two with a small battery like this. Any more, say 4 or 5 minutes, then that battery will be so hot you couldn't even hold it. It'll feel like a hot bullet. And that's when it'll leak and explode. It's not like a real explosion. It'll pop. Your hair go pop. And when you come back to the battery, you can tell the whole case and everything came apart from the pressure. You know what I mean? So other than that, I would not charge that battery no more than a minute or two by temperature and by using a voltage meter to check the voltage, because that voltage will go higher fast with a quick charger. You feel me? You feel what I'm saying? Hear what I'm saying? All right. From your technician, always finding better solutions to figure out all kinds of problems and make your life that much easier. You know what I'm saying? Well, that's about it, man. And most definitely, you know, I threw this video on for you. You know what I mean? Because it was Thanksgiving, man. We had a good Thanksgiving, man. That was fun. You know what I'm saying? So now it's time to get back to work. Get back to plumbing. I know we got a lot of houses to plumb. A lot of plumbing. From your professional master plumber. Peace.